Back to my sorry excuse of a YouTube channel. As you can see, we got the OG tag back here. This video, it's kind of all over the place. I had lots of issues with the camera being cold and thinking it was dead, and then an hour later, after I let it sit inside, it would be fine. But nonetheless, I filmed as much as I could, and especially when I remembered, because a guy gets to a point where you just want to get done. Here's a rundown. So once the tag was at my buddy Aiden's house, I was going over there like 5-6 times a week after work, on the weekends, and just working on it, just trying to, fix the main issues. Obviously, in the last video, you guys seen that it wasn't drivable because of the clutch. There was no fluid in there. So did that right away and drove it. You guys seen that. But my next thing on the list was fuel lines, because they pissed fuel, and I mean pissed fuel. They were bad. The old lines are actually still in the car, and I could, you guys will be able to see it in this video how crusty they are and just rotted. So I ended up running some AN line for feed and return, and that all went smooth. And then I did a valve cover and a valve cover gasket, sealed it up, new cam seals, and after I did all that, one night, I put all my tools that I had at Aiden's in the car, because the next day or the 2 days after, I was expecting to get a ride from a buddy and then drive this thing home. Well, I get a ride to Aiden's, and I check things over, just check fluids real quick, and I'm like, all right, I'm good to go. Let's do this. I go to hit the starter, or start the car. Nothing. When I went to go start the car, it would just turn over, just boom, 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 and it didn't sound like it wanted to start or anything. It sounded like it was super low on compression. So came back the next day with a compression tester. The numbers were super low. So then I had to figure out, all right, I got to get the trailer again and put this in it and get it back here. So I got it back here, did my compression test again. It was super low. I did a leak down test, which I didn't hear it coming out of anywhere crazy. So I'm like, all right, well, I don't think it's a head gasket. I think the rings are bad. And sure enough, that's what the problem was. Took the cylinder head off, and instantly me and my buddy Sam knew what the issue was. It was the rings. So had a junkyard engine that me and my buddy pulled from the junkyard like last summer, and it's January. So I went and picked that up from his place and got it back here, and then the next day I took that engine apart myself, and I took a bunch of stuff off of this, and then once Sam came over again, which I'm very thankful of, we pulled this engine out and we started swapping parts, and it was just it was carnage. It was absolute carnage, but we managed. And I mean, the shop isn't a mess anymore, full of tools and parts and whatnot. But yeah, had a whole different cylinder head sitting on my bench. I threw that on because I knew it was good. And it was basically just a junkyard engine with a bunch of new gaskets. Right now, I'm happy with where it's at. It's a running and driving car. Well, with further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. I know a million people don't watch this, but the people that do, I really appreciate you, and you guys are awesome. I can't thank you enough. Let's get into the video. Welcome back to the land of sacked out Hondas. Got this sweet Jegs hat. Today we will be going work on the tag. Got some cookies for my boys. Let's just make this easy. That goddamn clutch position switch, junk, terrible. So sometimes I don't even fiddle with it. I just jump the old solenoid. That's fine. You'll have that. Bon Jovi, who does that song, "Living on a Prayer." That's how a guy's been feeling these last couple months. Just living on a prayer, baby. Now this mirror is just sacked out. I gotta fix that. Probably not. I got a minty tow mirror from the junkyard a couple months ago. Oh, I'm gonna be in the ditch. That's fine. But it's only the driver's side. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna take that one and rig it up to the passenger side, and it'll be my own hillbilly tow mirror. I haven't figured it out yet though. Been procrastinating on this old girl. Been trying to get work done on my other rigs. I don't really know how the day is gonna go. Just gonna try and get as much done as I can, and even if I'm not getting much done, I at least know what I gotta do in the future. I don't know. No. There we go. All right. I'm gonna have to get me some cardboard stretched out so I don't get all cold. Yeah. I guess we'll start. Use Dylan's rig as a table. Guess we'll start getting into the back. Dakota's got all that shit in there still. Oh. Yeah. It's all coming back to me now. So I gotta take the seats out to get to the fuel pump, because that's gonna be basically right in the middle where them seats are at. The bottom boys gotta come out, and if I remember correctly, good movie. If I remember correctly, oh, well, we're completely missing a bolt there. That's definitely f***lated. So, yep, just that bolt right there. And then this bottom seat will come out. So let's get, what is that, a 10? Yeah, it's probably a 10 skeet. I wonder if Aiden moved my tools. I do remember messing with the sending unit, because I thought the sending unit was bad. But I also remember taking, because this, as you can see, this looks a lot nicer, and it's not leather like this back seat is. Taking that seat out to swap it, and I think I opened the fuel pump cover. Is this even doing anything? It doesn't really feel like it. Let me get a knee down here and get a little comfy. Oh, yeah, that's way better. Well, it's doing stuff and things. This bottom boy should slide right out now. Hey, he's got some fresh pants. So this should slide right out. Should. Yep, there's our fuel pump. What do we got? Oh. Seat belts. All right. Well, this wiring looks pretty decent. That's good. Yeah. So we'll pop this cover and we'll see what our fuel lines are looking like. Someone definitely did something here at some point. Okay, so that's okay, so this is return then. I have no, that's the tank. Oh, okay, so that's tank vent. This is feed, and then this is obviously return because the pressure regulator and whatnot. And it's check. So I really need to take this piece of plastic off, but I really don't want to. Yeah, I'm confused. there like a hole? Where in the those go up through? Is it? They don't go in the. Okay, brake lines. Yeah, I see that. They go like behind the subframe, or? So that plastic piece that was covering the lines, it covers the lines, and then once you get up towards the front, it basically goes up to the subframe, so you can't see where the lines go up to. But they do go behind the subframe, in between the subframe and the chassis. And I was getting two of the lines mixed up with the old brake lines, and I thought they were fuel lines, but I figured that out pretty quick. And yeah, so those pretty much all those lines will be taken out, and then I'll have the two newer brake lines that are sitting in there, and then for fuel it'll be stainless steel or nylon brake lines with all new fittings and whatnot. Here. I have arrived. Yeah, this covering the fuel lines. Now I was worried because this feller, that's what you guys seen that on the video. This went up and you kind of seen the lines disappear into that. So I was focusing on getting that out, and I did. Now, alright guys, welcome to my first OnlyFans video. Dylan, take your pants off.
Alright, here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's so hot. Oh yeah. Check that out. Maybe a nice little wheelie cart for the old Eastwood. I actually just got done with that. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a little smoky in here. Where my zip ties are at. Underneath this. Where did I put those? Well, shoot. Kind of need those. Where did I put them? I might have stuffed them in here. Well, I got white ones. I mean, that'll work. Usually the white ones are only for temporary fixes. Well, these ones are pretty tough. They'll work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That back one can probably stay, actually. I'll at least zip tie those brake lines up a little bit too. Let me grab some more zip ties. I can only get it jacked up so freaking high. Alright. Then moving around with the camera too. Yeah, so these lines are semi-retained. So we'll just maybe one there. I can't go too tight, otherwise these other lines will just crumble. That's pretty good, I suppose. Yeah, all that shit's fucking coming off. So yeah, that should actually work because the exhaust will go out. Like right there.
How's it going, Hillbilly?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Well, we cleaned the liquor store completely out of bush.
Did you really?
Until their next shipment.
Well, that's a good thing and a bad thing. Gonna get interesting. So we'll do this metal ain't that strong. There we go. All right, zip tie. Now we gotta get ourselves a little hook here so we can get it to go through. Yeah, you gotta hook it real good. I am a zip tie mechanic. I know these tricks. And then a little wiggling, she goes through. And then keep this to that side. Oh, we'll do this. I'm gonna fish it through a little. Then can let that rip. Pull it through a little more. Okay, get them sidewards. Coors Light ain't too bad. Yeah. 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 Oh, away she goes, buddy. Away she goes. There we go. All right. Let's go in the engine bay, pull those lines up. All right, that went pretty smooth. I'll jump under there again, make sure they're all away from the manifold, because we do not want that. Perfect. And we should be out of the way of the half shaft and whatnot as well. Alright, it might be hard to see, but there's this bar. You can see it attaches to the chassis. It actually goes across and attaches to the other side as well. Basically ties the lower end of the chassis together, or well, the subframe, I suppose. I thought at first it was a sway bar, but I was mistaken. Which even zip tying it to the sway bar wouldn't be a huge deal. But this bar is static, so you can zip tie whatever the f you want to it. And make sure we're... Yeah, like that. Let me tote that up a little bit. Bam, baby. Fuel line's done. The tag is home now. I got her back at the old shop. And, yeah. So, off camera, went to actually go pick it up because I thought I had everything good. And I went to go start it. Nothing. Sounded like there was like zero compression. So that was cool. So I did a compression test and it was stupid low. If you can, I don't know, it might be hard to see. Hold on, I'll grab a light here. You fellers and fellettes can see this. You see all that grime in the cylinders there? You can even see where, I believe that'd be oil control ring. There's an imprint. I think one of these other ones has it too. Nonetheless, the rings are fried on this, like they're bad. And I think all this gunk that was building up in the combustion chamber on the pistons and whatnot, it was getting past, and it was just everything up and losing compression and all that. So this is coming out. Right now I'm doing pulling the axles out. So I just got to pop the lower ball joint, move the knuckle out of the way, and that. We got the old junkyard engine here, straight from the junkyard into my Integra. It's looking all right. I'm gonna clean the cylinders up a bit, and then I got a cylinder head right there to throw on. So once I get these popped, I'm gonna clean this all up a little bit and start swapping some parts over, like the manifold, intake manifold, coolant neck and sensors and stuff, because I don't think I have, well, I got one in there. So I'll just pull the rest off of that, or another cylinder head I have, and swap it over to that, swap parts from that block to this block, or, you know, I got enough Honda parts around here to just throw on. But yeah, this is supposed to be my daily car. I'm trying to get this rebuilt in 2 days. So we started last night, me and the fellers. We were kind of just dinking around, but we got a lot done. We got pretty much the whole harness disconnected. We'll have to disconnect a couple of the tie downs just to get it out of the way. Yeah, lots of cobbling. Now I'm gonna work on a little bit of cleaning, part swapping, and finding parts and all that. Yeah, so I actually pulled the water pipe, thermostat housing, and thermostat that I was going to put on the new Civic engine, the nice engine, I should say. And I was like, well, this is more important right now, and this stuff is easily rebuildable. All I'll have to do is just get another thermostat, which the thermostat I have is still good. I just have to get a gasket for that, clean out the housing and whatnot. I got this nice painted water pipe, new O-rings on each side, and then young Sam, actually a while ago, he gave me this water pump when I was messing with the turbo tag. And he's like, hey man, just put this on, it'll be worth it. So I still had this lying around, so threw that on, and you can do a tensioner. I might do an oil pump. I'll probably pull it off of that engine. But yeah, we'll see what I want to do and how she goes and what parts I got. So I'm working on the new engine. Clean the pistons off, obviously, but I've been kind of flushing out the cylinders with oil, and I use a little bit of trans fluid just to clean the walls up. I rotate it, clean the wall, rotate it, clean the walls, just to kind of wipe it down. And then after I thought it was pretty clean, it wasn't leaving as much gunk behind. After rotating, I started putting oil in there, spinning around, you know, wipe, spinning around. So I was just kind of flushing everything out, and it's actually looking pretty good now. It doesn't leave barely anything behind. A little bit on this cylinder, so I think I'm going to do some more work on this one. But it spins a little bit better, which is good. Young Sam is going to grab some Scotch-Brite, and we might do a little scuff just to kind of get this, like, I don't want to say it. I mean, I can't even say it's flash rust, because, again, it's a junkyard engine. It's probably been, you know, sitting and whatever for a while, but just a little scuff. And that should be good. But yeah, I'm going to keep flushing this out a little bit, keep rotating it, bring the rings around. I have high hopes, actually, now that it's coming clean. So yeah, we'll kind of see what happens. Might try and clean a little bit of the outside of this. This front side is pretty bad. You can tell it's leaking, most likely out of the oil pump, out of that seal. But I got a new seal for that, and if I end up taking that oil pump off, then I can throw a new seal in it. So that's cool. But yeah, like this is on there. Okay, now I'm second guessing using this engine. Wow. That's incredible. So what you're seeing here is basically just a bunch of buildup at the freeze plug, because the freeze plug right here is the lowest point in the water jackets for the cylinders. So it's very common on these engines to have that, and it's good to get that out. The water jackets themselves on this engine in particular, they were really clean actually. It was just there was a bunch of buildup right here at that low spot. So got that cleaned out, cleaned the threads on the freeze plug and threw it back in, and it was all good. Good, I lined this up. Oh, maybe a little closer. Hey, not bad. That looks like a mix of oil and coolant. Is it because they were just, I guess there was still oil in here? I thought I drained the oil out of this at the junkyard. What the fuck? Yeah, there's a little bit in there. Oh, that's good. Oh, no. Oh. What the What? What is going on here? What? Am confused. Where's my 10 mil? There's a purple 10 mil. Oh, yeah, that does not look good. So, I get to, I mean, I could still just totally rebuild this. Like, dog. Brother, are you kidding me? Oh. So when I pulled that pan, I thought it was all over, but ended up using some different parts, putting it all back together, and turned out pretty good. But there was straight solids coming out of the plug, the pan, the bottom of the engine. But did a little bit of cleaning, and she seemed to come around pretty good. So that's all that really matters. All right, so the bottom end doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna run it. I talked with my colleagues, and they said they'd run it. Just throw a different oil pump on. Ooh, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have an extra gasket for that. I might just have to run the old one. Could use RTB, but I don't know how I feel about that. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, just milk in the tray. Oh, I thought that was metal. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any metal or anything. And like I said, it spins over good. It spins over really good, actually. I probably have another pickup lying around. If anything, I can use the pickup off of the old engine. Yeah, I don't even want to touch this. Ugh. Yeah. Definitely new oil pump. I'm going to see if I can get this gasket off very carefully. Well, now that it's soaked in oil, I don't think it's going to work. So yeah, it's a junkyard build, like I said. We're going to make it work. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, thanks for that, buddy. Sam's doing stuff and things. Hi. We have some new characters. We have Jerry, and we have Nathaniel.
Wow, I'm just Sam, even though my name's Samuel. What kind of...
No, you're Sammy Beans, or young Sam. You're already vetted. You've already been on my
I'm just a guy.
stupid channel.
Just a guy.
Well, I think I've been on here too that one night at Nate's house.
Listen, you tooting your own
When?
horn over here?
That we stayed up late and you were doing shit.
Oh, no, remember.
Outside.
No, you know what I found out? I had the camera in my hat backwards. So it was literally filming.
No!
It did, yeah. Yeah. You'll see it on this video when I put it out. It's hilarious. I did a voiceover and I'm like, all right, so I'm stunned and I had the the audio though is hilarious.
Because you could just hear us around.
Yeah. And the best part, oh, this is
Month ago, 2 months ago?
it was
Or was
less
it
than a
in
month
fall?
ago. No, the best part was when we went to Quick Trip. I had the camera backwards, obviously, and I go into the stall and I'm pissing, and you just hear, and it's just showing my hat and like the bathroom behind me.
God damn.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious. You gotta give us the rundown.
The rundown? Oh, the rundown.
Give him the rundown.
Oh, did
He bought his old car back.
They know this.
Motor's blown, so here we are.
Well, is it-
rebuilding another motor to put it in
That was
because
very good.
here we are.
But what
We hear
blew
that.
up? It didn't blow
The
up,
rings are-
obviously.
The piston rings.
The piston
left
rings.
the shaft.
Yeah, they
Oh,
said
dude,
I'm out of
The
here.
rings were on life support, and then somebody pulled the plug.
No, Dakota.
Well, look.
pulled the plug.
Well, here, look, Nate. Look at this. You can see. Look at all that.
Look at all that nonsense.
Yeah.
I found this in my pocket.
He's got a little magnet on there.
It does.
Nice.
It smells like the upper lip.
Oh.
It smells like here.
How do you know what that smells like?
Nah,
Chlorine.
I'm responsible for why it smells like.
Tiger.
Monster.
Yeah.
Put her there.
I did. Yeah. Also, hey,
What kind of handshake was that?
you know what the problem? See, here's the funny thing is, I forgot that beautiful little
The O-ring in there.
Yeah.
the oil control orifice.
You should pull that out real quick.
And
Well,
put a
the-
new
well, no,
O-ring
here's
in
the
there.
best
Put
part
a
is
new O-ring in it. Yeah.
Sounds
the
good to
best
me.
part is
M5
I forgot.
M5.
M5 by .90
Well, on the last one of these
thread
that I
pitch.
put together.
0.90. That's very fine.
But I'll make the bolts and just regular.
Yeah. What are the odds that I have that?
Definitely. The last time I did one of these. I put that LSV tech.
I have an M5 by 0.8.
That might work too, yeah.
Sorry, Nate. Continue.
That LSV tech that I got together on the stand in my shop.
O-Rinkin.
O-ring. Realized it. Hunter goes, "Hey, did we put that O-ring in?" And I went, "No, I didn't." And he goes, "You already torqued the head down?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And he goes, "You know those GE head gaskets are one-time use?" He goes, "After you torque it, it's done." And I had to take it back apart to put that O-ring in. So I wasted like $130 on that Golden Eagle head gasket. I had to throw it away and buy a new one.
Yeah, you
And it
could
never got
technically
used.
kept it.
They
Used
don't.
it for clearance measurement.
I think I do have it around. I think I didn't throw it away. I think I just put it in a cabinet
I think I still got to do that on my race
use a
engine.
pre-crushed head gasket
to check clearance. But
to check piston the valve.
I just.
Well, it's real late now, a little past midnight. But young Sam and I got the junkyard engine fully assembled. Everything's torqued down, cylinder head to the block in time. Got the crank pulley tightened down, the pan is on, that's tightened down. Just have to take it off the stand, do a flywheel, clutch, and the pressure plate and all that. Couple other doodads, well, obviously transmission, which is sitting right there. Throw all that on, and we'll be able to drop it in. Absolute carnage. Look at this. Look at all this. I'm excited though. All right. Dude, what's funny is I was gonna film some of this, but I just wanted to get it done. The last clip I had was just the engine itself sitting on the stand still, I think. We got the transmission on, the clutch, flywheel, all that, transmission. We got it in the car, bolted in, everything's wired up. We just got to put fluids in it.
And it's 6:20, and it took us 2 hours.
That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good, dude. But what's even gooder is push the car in here with a fully assembled drivetrain, and in what, like 2.5 days, like 2 days, like
Roughly 48, 50 hours.
yeah.
You got on Xbox, I seen you get on at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, maybe we were working on it for way longer
You
than
guys
that.
were working on it for a while, because I was like, oh, Snowman is not on it. Oh, Jeff must
And
be
then
on
all
it.
day tomorrow. Yeah, so probably about 2 days hour-wise. Just full junkyard engine rebuild. That's what's cool about it too. Yeah, I put the Dizzy plug in there. But yeah, plugs over here.
Just doing a plug check.
For all that BS. All this BS was deleted.
Who needs AC?
Nah, you don't need AC.
You live in Minnesota, so...
Yeah, but well, here's the thing though. It gets so hot here in the summer.
Humid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we got the 10,000 lakes. I think there's actually like 11,000 lakes here. Oh yeah, we should probably put the manifold on, huh? I think it's actually behind that. Nope, not that one. It's the PLM. All right. So we got her down on the ground. John and I made up this pretty sweet apparatus with some rubber hose and my big funnel for the Trans-Michigan. So we'll see if it leaks out of the thing or not. I think it'll be mint. Oh, maybe if I hold on to it.
Spill it down the funnel.
Oh, she's glugging it right up. No leakage. It smells like diff fluid. It's probably very similar to diff fluid. If anybody on the channel hasn't seen OEM Honda fluid, it's kind of purple, which is kind of neat. You can get all of it. And we're doing this Trans-Michigan fluid, and then after this, we'll put coolant in it, and we're going to try and start it. Like so, buddy. Get that on there. It's pretty clean. This cooling system is already pretty much. I'm gonna check that drain. Yep. Here you go, my assistant. I'm nervous, dude. Like I am, but I'm excited at the same time. Okay. Give me a 10 mil box wrench. All right, Johnny. Are you ready, buddy?
Give her to her.
I'm so nervous. Is the battery dead? Damn it! We got all the grounds, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. The starter did click, so it's hooked up. There's a little like sender wire for that too. You got that all hooked up?
Or that one, yeah, it's plugged in right there.
Okay. Yeah, because there's yeah, there's power, it's sender. Something ain't right. You ready? Yeah, something ain't right, dude. I hate when they do that. Well. Okay, let's try it for a third time. Yeah, yeah! Woohoo! Slapping hard, dude. Days, what a treat. Well, the rest of the boys aren't here, but John's here to enjoy the moment with me. I've taken about 18 million videos on my phone about it. like we cheers earlier. What was my cheers earlier? It was to Hondas, to homies, and to Ham's beer, even though these aren't Ham's. What a f***ing hot rod. I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. The OG tag or OG tag revival or Integra revival or I don't even know. I'll think of something cool. But I'm very happy. I don't think I've ever been this happy before. Just because this car means so much to me. And the fellers came by and helped out, and we got this thing going in 2 days. We started tearing it down on, because today's Sunday. We started tearing it down Friday night. I think we got the cylinder head off and a couple other small things. A bunch of connectors disconnected, obviously. And then Saturday, we pulled the engine. Pulled a bunch of shit off of it that we needed for this engine. And then I had another good cylinder head sitting over there on my toolbox over there. Threw that on, bunch of new gaskets, all that. And then pretty much got the engine like ready to go by the end of the night, about midnight. And then I started messing with this today at about 2 or 3. I went and got some, I actually got nuts and studs for the manifolds, but I didn't end up using any of the studs. So got the intake manifold on and a couple other small things, like new hoses and whatnot. And then John came over a little bit after that, and we did a couple other small things. Dropped the engine in, started doing a bunch of connectors and accessories and whatnot. Made sure everything was mint, and then put fluids in it and started her up. Close up the old power barn here. Power barn's been open for too long. We gotta close it. What a treat. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. Yeah. You know, I was saying to myself this whole weekend, you know, if LS guys, you know, Chevy guys can rebuild an engine in a couple hours or a couple days and swap it into their rig, why the f*** am I with my Honda? Why not? So I said, all right, that's the motivation. If you fellers and fellettes liked this hillbilly Honda production, stay tuned. There's lots more to come. I got the Condro Civic Part 2 video in the works. I'll probably have more videos on this and the Turbo Tag in the future as well. Rebuilding stuff and whatnot, but we'll find out. Lots of projects. So you guys will be there with me doing all that fun fancy stuff. But yeah, everybody that was watching and stuck around for the whole video, I appreciate you. I can't thank you guys and gals enough. But all I can say is stay tuned for more.